I gotta say, there's just something funky about the like daytime Labyrinthos music. It's so weird. It's like randomly almost Western. Anyway, hello everyone. Welcome back to more Endwalker. I've just been sitting here for a moment, listening to the music. I pulled out the, parasol or whatever this is. Oh, this one is a parasol. Okay, I don't know. What's a parasol? What's an umbrella, I'm sure there's a distinction. I just have no idea. But yeah, I pulled out the parasol because it's raining. And I was like, hey, why not, Get dry for a moment while it's raining. And then, when we run over here and talk to this guy, we'll end up soaking wet again. So, but yeah, we are continuing in Endwalker. We are in Labyrinthos, the second half of Labyrinthos, rather. We are officially down into the central circuit. So, woo! We have passed on to the next zone. Out of the outer circuit, we're out of the medial circuit, we're into the central circuit. Though we're not into Thomazane yet. That might be by the end of the episode, though. We've got about an hour of episode. So we'll see where we are by the end of that hour, so.
あっちのパーツを変えてみるか。いやねえな。あそこはもういじらん方がいい。なあくそ。どうにかしろでどうにかできたら今頃人は宇宙の果てにだってひとっ飛びだったろうよ。
取り込み中すまない。フクロウダンクロ殿。
苦しのの旦那。なんだよ大勢揃って。いよいよ納期だってか。
いや、予定については変わりない。あまり時間が残されていないという点でもな。今回は哲学者議会の意向でエーテル宿体炉の改良に協力したいという者たちを連れてきた。
Conundrum. Is that really how you spell conundrum?
界隈で見た覚えのねえ顔だな。
Also, I love this voice.
実際、賢人も混じってはいるが、この分野の専門ではない。何かの突破口になればとのことだが、仕事の邪魔になるくらいなら追い出してもいい。
Rude.
そうならないように最善を尽くしましょう。早速ですが、エーテル宿体炉について伺っても。
I'm gonna bet level 88.
息抜きがてらにな。
I'm gonna bet level 88 is gonna involve us going around Labyrintha, the circle here, and then level 89 will be like us going to see like Heidelin or
箱舟に
something.
搭載される動力機関。エーテルを宇宙航行のための推進力に変えるのが俺たちの作ってるエーテル宿体炉だ。
Giant bomb that never stops exploding. I like that.
地上に比べて生涯はエーテルが乏しい。それでもしっかり箱舟を動かし、月と行き来させられる優れものだ。
I love that. I love his voice. Not at all what I would have figured for a Lalafell.
性能が足りねえときた。
But I love his voice.
計算上、あと 6% ほどエーテル伝導率を上げられりゃ、哲学者議会に要求されてるだけ往復時間を短縮できる。たかが 6%、されど 6% だ。最高の素材と最良の設計で宿体炉の製造に当たってる以上、そう簡単に数字は上がらねえんだよ。
レポリットたちにはもう相談したのですか？
ああ、彼らの技師も検討をしてくれているが、 すぐには解決策が出せそうもないようだ。レポリットの船である月は高性能の動力機関を有している。しかしそれは広大な月内部を使えるからこそのとてつもなく大きなものだという。我々の彼らに言わせれば、小さなおもちゃの箱舟にその技術を転用するのは難しい。
The teeny tiny toy boat, as they say.
ああ、もうどうしろってんだ。そういう無茶を言うときはせめてエクスアダマントを手土産にしてほしいぜ。
エクスアダマントってアラグのか？
Elegant
あなたは何
adamantite.
か知っているの？
あ、いや、詳細までは。アラグ帝国で生み出された金属なんだが、製造法が門外不出で久れし金属なんて呼ばれてたらしい。かの帝国においてはダラガブの製造に用いられたり、宇宙進出の要を担ったって記録で見たこと
True,
が。
the Elegons had like galaxy traveling like ships.
そう、そいつだ。そのエクスアダマントだよ。現代においては完全に失われた未知の冶金技術で作られた素材なんだ。エーテル伝導率がものすごくてな、今のエーテル縮体炉にも少量だが使ってるんだ。ほら、第7零歳の折にダラガブが飛び散っただろ。たまたま北洋にポチャンとした破片を引き上げて、そこから取り出したってわけ。
Oh, really? I didn't realize that Chungadalamood went that
あ
far.
のエクスアダマントがたくさん手に入りゃ、伝導率の 6% 向上も夢じゃないんだがな。
I mean, I know where literally 3 massive pieces of Dalamud are.
ダラガブの破片なら他にもエオルゼア各地に刺さってると思うけど、そこからは回収しないの？
グリーナーに依頼は出してある。だがエクスアダマントが使われているのはダラガブの中でもごく一部。
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
トゲのように突き立った巨大装置、いわゆるラグナロク級高速艦の動力部なんだよ。
They do not class internment.
調査によると、そこへたどり着くには数々の防衛機構ひしめくダラガブ編の内部を踏破しなきゃならんそうだ。
Kidding me? We did that back in freaking Realm Reborn. We can do that. We can get in there.
凄腕のグリーナーをかき集めたってそうそうできる芸当じゃねえ。
ってそれ、バハムートを消滅させるために私たちが行ったあたりよね。
You want to go and fetch the what's-its? White Raven's Ghost. It haunts me. Sounds like a job for someone else. Want me to go and fetch the what's-its? I'll go get it for you.
あなたの実力なら申し分ないと思うけれど。
You'd doubtless find it that's too dull for your liking. I like
高速
that.
艦を伴ったダラガブの破片はエオルゼアだけでも複数確認されている。できるだけ多くのエクスアダマントを回収したいとなれば、私たちで手分けするよりもむしろ。サンクレット、君はガレマルドで偵察任務をするにあたって派遣団の代表たちとつながるリンクパールを渡されていたね。それはまだ通じるかい？
ああ、現役だ。好きに使ってやってくれ。
Alright.
何をするつもりだ？
皆で薪を集めるのです。吹雪をしのぐ焚き火を、暗闇を照らす灯火をつけるために。
Nice.
こち
The
ら
music.
聞こえるだろうか。暁の決命から皆に頼みたいことがあるんだ。
ルキアだ。 理解承知した。すぐにアイメリク様に連絡を取り、クルザスのダラガブ編に回収部隊を向かわせる。
I love the idea that
ブ
like
リダニアも了解だよ。対策に追われてる姉様たちに代わって。
oh hey, Arun Senna. I love the idea of like, yo, here's Charlatan, and they basically closed themselves off, and they're like trying to do all this stuff themselves, and it's just like, we just aren't sure how to do it. And the moment that they turn to like, that they finally open up and turn to someone else, it's like immediately like, boom! All of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, like half the world will come help you. You know? I love that.
高速艦の他にエクサアダマントが回収できる当てはないのかしら。
It's like, if you had just asked, like all you had to do was ask. Like, we're right there, you know? I love that
エ
idea.
クスアダマントを使っているような品は尋常じゃない量のエーテルを通したり蓄えたりする必要があるものだ。現代にまで残っていれば特に強力な魔器として専門家や構図家のもとに流れている可能性が高い。
Enthusiasts.
強力なアラグの魔器ですね。東方連合に持ちかけて探してみます。他にも何か協力できることはありませんか？こちらにはダラガブ編がないので人手にはまだ余裕があります。
I mean, it makes sense that wouldn't go that
小
far.
大陸の方で何かできることはないでしょうか。
お東方諸国が協力してくれるってのか？だったらあれだ、俺神器って呼ばれる最後を貸してもらいて。神器は時に万神を権限させられるほどのエーテルを溜め込めるようになってんだ。宿退路と一緒に組み込みや大きな力を扱いやすくなる。
聞こえていただろうか。人類の確保も合わせて頼みたいんだ。
了解です。週末の最悪だなんてどうしようかと思いましたが、何かやれることがあって少しほっとしました。
I love it so much.
機械のことはよくわかりませんが、完全な形で仕上げられるよう私たちも頑張ります。
Moment Charlene is like, fine, we'll let someone else look at the problem. Just boom, like, hey, have just a metric butt ton of resources. You know? Yes, I love that.
ちゃちゃっと言ってくら。他の上だろうが構わねえ。景気よく略奪してくるからよ。届け先はオールドシャーリアンでいいんだな。首を洗って待ってやがれ。
Yeah, Sickard. Let's do it.
そうするよ。みんなありがとう。くれぐれも気をつけて頼む。
God, this freaking reminds me of
やったわね。
that scene. Yeah, right before we went to Garlemald,
エ
actually.
クスアダマントはきっとここに届く。
It's just like everybody's here,
私たち
you
は
know?
それを信じ、さらに先を見据えて準備を進めていこう。
We got this. Get wrecked, Fortunal. Get freaking wrecked. He's like, alright, I better go inform the forum that everything's taken care of. Oh, hey, look, it's nice and sunny all of a sudden. I love that was rating the whole cutscene, because it just takes whatever the current, like, time and weather is for the cutscene. But yeah, it's probably been sunny for a while now. Times like these that were reminded of how famous, or infamous, Alphino has become. Who'd have thought he could achieve so much with a single link pro conversation? As we're expecting rather a lot of visitors in the near future, I'd best return to the surface and inform the relevant parties. I also have a contact of my own that might be worth a try. Oh? And who might that be? That's for me to know, and you to find out. And on that note, I'll leave matters here in your capable hands. Best of luck. Yeah! Let's do this thing! Meanwhile, in Ul'dah. You can't just say Ul'dah, you have to say Ul'dah. That's how they always say it. At least in the Japanese version, they always say Ul'dah.
改めて事情は分かった。ダラガブ編からのエクスアダマントの回収、そして強力なアラグの魔器の収集じゃな。よし、すぐに不滅隊の精鋭を揃え突入部隊を編成せよ。銀中団や同人団からも腕利きを募れ。パパシャンは各ギルドに通達を。アラグの防衛機構を制し、未知の素材を回収するにあたっては彼らの協力が必要不可欠じゃ。フィルガイス、サカツ州の中でもそなたを呼んだのは鉄塔弾を動かす可能性を考えてのこと。不滅隊に協力し、突入部隊の補助やその間の各地の警備を受け持ってくれるな。
は、我が息子鉄塔団団長シュルンベルク直々にことに当たるといたしましょう。
I love this.
ピピン、突入部隊の長はそなたに任せる。集いし強者たちを率い、存分に地層名を振るうがよい。ロロリトよ、そなたはアラブの魔器の回収じゃ。市場に出回っているもの、小塚に買われたもの、そなたになら心当たりもあろう。無論、善意などとは言わぬ。取引方法はそなたに任せるよ。
I wish you the joy.
いつもの通り、最後には損のないよう収めてみせよ。
Oh, he does like, yeah.
週末の最悪。それが報告通りのものならば、我らの力のみでは到底抗いえぬ。しかしわらわは、エオルゼアの民は今や知っておろう。第7零歳からこちら抱えてきた傷や痛みと向き合ってやっと分かったのじゃ。一人では立ち上がることさえできずとも、誰かとならば
Hey, yet
戦
be
い抜
possible.
けると。
We stand together. Yeah.
それを先陣を切って示してきた暁が共に立つ者を欲している。ならばウルダハは果敢に応え、彼らと共にこの最悪に打ち勝とうではないか。
Yeah.
直ちに取り掛かるがよい。第17代国王ナナモウルナモからの至上命令と心得よ。
Yeah. I love it. Oh, it's so good, dude. I love it. It's so good. Heck yeah. Meanwhile, in the Black Shroud, oh boy, are we gonna go through all of the regions? That'd be great. So stoked for this, dude. That's it. I'm surprised this didn't give me many cutscenes will play in sequence. Note, if that is the case. Also, is he still the only one that has a voice? Well, no, because Kassandra.
兵の数は揃ったけど、やっぱり偏りが出るか。治療には事欠かなくても、防衛機構の破壊を担う者が少ない。グリダニアのあり方としては正しいんだけどね。長期戦になるかもしれないな。
Oh, Hello.
よければ私たちも連れて行ってくれない？
Hi, Lisa. Yeah.
君どうしてここに？
ギラバニアには高速管がついているような大きなダラガブ片が落ちてきてないんだ。
Yeah.
グリラニアの手伝いに。アラミゴから一番近いし、何より思いっきり暴れる前衛が必要なんじゃないかと思ってさ。
見透かされてるのは尺だけど、その通りだよ。よくわかったね。
もうすごく昔のことみたいに感じちゃうけど、私、暁の一員としてこの国の調査を担当してたんだ。だから知ってるよ。国営の森のことも、グリダニアのみんなの戦い方だって。
Yeah. Let's do this. So hype, dude.
だったら遠慮なく力を借りさせてもらうよ。早速だけど打ち合わせと行こう。
So hype, dude. Let's do this. Yeah, 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 yeah. Woo!
必ずやり遂げるから
Oh,
見ててね、パパリも。
that music. Awesome. Meanwhile, in Kurthus. Oh man, I love this. I can definitely see somebody being like, because yeah, we're going to each region showing everybody, right?
やっと見つけたぞ。
I think that's great though.
何してるんだよ。もうみんなとっくに集合して。
Oh, first of all. I just did the same thing. Like if I had face cam or an avatar that actually like, you know, moved with, you know, moved with me. Yeah, you would have seen me do the same like motion. It's a dragon! Heck yeah! Oh my god! So good, dude! Meanwhile, in the Ruby Sea! Yes! Show me everybody! Yes! I love this!
という要請が東方連合とロロリト会長からありまして、海賊衆の皆さんなら仁義に心当たりがないかと思ってこちらに参ったのです。
Yeah!
おや、
The Kojin! Red Kojin!
あれなんでハンコックまでいるの？
Sorban!
でもちょうどいいや。実は頼みたいことがあってね。
Yeah, Sorban! So hype! So hype! Oh yeah, that was so hype, dude! Oh my god, I loved that! I love when they do stuff like that! No job too small. Elfino was resisting the urge to pat himself on the back, right? Our friends are searching for refined adamantite and sacred relics, We'll only know if they meet your requirements once they have arrived. In the meantime, is there aught else we might do to be of service? Ha! We've already done more than enough. If I had to say, though, could use someone who knows a thing or two about Allegon technology. You there, the lad with the red eyes and matching hair. Seem no more than the average scholar. Aw, yeah. Ha! If only Master Kokol knew how right he was. While he and Graha established a report, why don't we help with preparations for the great exodus? Indeed, this would mean going above and beyond the terms of our arrangement, but I propose this not to curry favor. As confident as I am that we will succeed, we must be ready for every eventuality. It would also be an opportunity to familiarize ourselves with the logistics of traversing the great expanse. If nothing else, it beats twiddling our thumbs while we wait for the adamantite. Alright. Sounds good to me. Well, ain't you a bunch of helpful buggers? If you have a mind to lend a hand, I know where you ought to go. Charlene Hamlet is lousy with researchers and scholarly types, busying themselves preparing for the exodus. Pah! That lot need all the help they can get. Well then, off we go. Heck yeah. It's so hype, dude. It really is. It's so hype. It's so hype, man. Oh, hey, Ether Current's right here, too. Cool. Just gotta figure out how to get up to it. Ooh, that was annoying. That was that was a little rough. Could not seem to figure out how to get up. 420 to the west. So way the heck over there somewhere. Wow, it likes this mount apparently. That's fine. I'm just doing mount roulette because otherwise I will just use the same mount every single time. And it will always be the freaking Falcon. And that will get really boring to always just use the Falcon, so. Heck yeah, though, dude. This music is hype, too. Center Daras. Well, alright. Sorry, I was just trying to think. I'm trying to think, say something, but just nothing coming to mind. So, it is what it is, I suppose. Yeah, I have the feeling that that right there is where the ship is like stored currently. That like central building there, probably Thomazane. I'm guessing that's probably what that is, so. Up to the hamlet. Discovered a new location. What I can tell, a lot of the people actually live down here. I don't know how much help we can offer, but I dare say they'll benefit from some of that fresh inspiration Scholar Montacane mentioned. Let's start by asking around. Ideally, without getting in anyone's way. Let's meet by the Aetherite once our work is done. Sorry, just looking at this guy. All these documents research, they're not even worth some. really, really loves this computer and its constant issues. I don't even know how much of it's the computer and how much of it's something entirely different. So I was just trying to see if I could see any more from here since there's like no barrier here. But I can't get up on top of that. So, alright Chocobo, I'm going to select you and then never use you because I really don't. Vex Veterinarian. A veterinarian in Charlane Hamlet is wrangling with a beast of a problem. Excuse me, ma'am. Couldn't help but notice that you've a way about you that simply screams, I have an affinity for creatures of the wilds. Since I'm never wrong about such things, might I trouble you? Huh? See, amongst the troops of trolls living in the outer circuit, came upon one who is sick beyond measure. Took the poor creature in at once and saw him healed, of course. But when I attempted to return him to his rightful home, he flew into a panic, as if he could not bear the thought of going back. To make matters worse, the troll saw fit to escape into a den of Analis. I would go after him, but I'm so fumble-footed I'll scare him off like as not, and be torn limb from limb for my pains by the fiends. So I turn to you. Would you seek out this troll of which I spoke? I shall provide you with his favorite food, and with it, you should be able to calm the piteous thing. Hopefully that'll be enough to see his senses restored and for him to come hurrying back. And though I shudder to think of it, if any of those fell Analis seek to impede you, or pester that troll, make those beasts regret their interference. Oh, and don't worry, you'll be rewarded for your efforts. There'll be an ether current. I'm not quite sure how that works, but, we just, give these out to people. I'm not quite sure how that works, but, we do that. Alright, let's head up the Aetheryte. No job too small. Gather information in the hamlet. And then also further down is the other one. So I think we'll try to do this quest since we're right here. So steady current. Nice. Steady current, silken grin. Good names. Oh, hello. You're one of the new helpers. Working on the ether burner. Oh dear. Everything's come to a standstill on that front. Even so, I'd choose out of my current duties, checking and loading samples day in, day out. It's tiring, thankless work. Still, no one will be cross if I misplace a few legumes or what have you. Form's got enough on their plate as is, over deciding who gets to board the Ark and when. Other powerful people have opinions about that. My heart goes out to Master Fortunal and the others. Hardly get a moment's rest, I expect. Do they even have time to sleep? Tis a question. I just love Silken Grin and Steady Current. I'm curious what the third one's gonna be. Helping with the Ark. Even with all the power Master Kokol's managed to squeeze out of the ether burner, still not enough, apparently. Now I hear the final days have arrived. Horrible creatures running rampant all over. Only we'd begun the exodus sooner. People are dying, and there'll be no end to it if we don't fulfill our duties. But we will. We've spent years preparing for this moment. Believe in the plan, and all will be well. I bet the other one is this way. Also, there doesn't happen to be any, ether currents, are there? To the northwest. Offering to help. That's very kind. I should be able to organize the rest of the documents by myself. It's mostly listed the things we'll need once we arrive on the moon. Then whichever star we choose is our new home. My duties largely concern the maintenance of living conditions, so I'll be a lot busier after we depart. I hear that our lunar collaborators have come down to assist in our efforts. I'm looking forward to finally meeting them in person, after having communicated with them in such a limited capacity thus far. To be perfectly honest, I'm not even the slightest idea what they look like. I do hope they're not enormous looming giants. Why, I would much prefer something small and fluffy, like that beheaded rabbit that ran by. Got news for you, they literally are. They really are rabbits. They quite literally are, in fact, rabbits. I love that. I love when the characters just know, that they just know. They don't let on that they know, but they just know. I love characters that just know like that. It's great. Over here, huh? Analas. This thing's name is Ooh. I love that. I love that his name is Ooh. Oh, I can't get a picture of Ooh with the name though. Okay. When I hide the UI, it hides the names, so. Hey, Wayward Troll. He a big boy. This is good, hype music, though. It really is. Hi, Wayward Troll. Brrr. Ripe fruit. No troll can resist a fruit this ripe, in more than one way, according to your olfactory senses. Alright, I'm assuming he ran back to the veterinarian. I'm assuming he ran back to the veterinarian because now it is Green Quest. So that's good at least. I don't have to chase him around everywhere, so. Sorry, I'm realizing that there's suddenly nothing to say. Because, my mind isn't thinking about what to say, because it's thinking about, the music and the hype and stuff. So. I didn't mean to talk to you. Look, he's returned. I can't thank you enough. I know they may not look it, but trolls are really quite intelligent. Indeed, they are an intrinsic part of the woodlands of Labyrinthos, and keep it healthy and thriving. Now we've a responsibility to put down the more violent and unruly ones. Most trolls, such as this one, are kind, docile things. In fact, my friend here has a real chance of becoming leader of his tribe, perhaps even guardian of the forest someday. It was we who saw those creatures removed from their natural habitats and relocated them within Labyrinthos. Thus, we've a responsibility to watch over them, to ensure they are well. It would be too cruel to dispose of one simply because they're under the weather. Ah yes, your reward. Here, as promised. Now then, it's high time I saw this fellow return to the outer circuit. Farewell, adventurer. An intelligent troll. That is one I've not heard, I must say. Wow, unless you count, what, last episode was it? Or was it? Yeah, it was last episode that we did that, right? Or wait, has this all been one episode? I don't remember. Fancy meeting you here, Kassandra. Our friends in the forum brought us to see their teeny tiny toy boat. which was quite impressive considering they didn't use any creation magics. What we're really interested in is Aetheris itself, so we now find ourselves in a sort of funny underground miniaturized version of it. Going away, cooking away, singing away. We're hoping the forum would give us a guided tour, but it appears they're rather preoccupied. Honestly, all that time to prepare and they're still not ready. Suppose we'll just have to show ourselves around. At least, that's what we were planning to do until we chanced upon Oriange and your good self. Since you're both dawdling about, engaging in idle chit-chat, perhaps you could show us a few points of interest. Won't that be fun? Sure. Wise guides. Try as he might, Oriange cannot free himself of the labyrinths. Poor Oriange. Tour of Labyrinthos. An unexpected yet prudent suggestion. Given the similarities betwixt this artificial environment and Bestway's burrow, 'twould be in our best interest to have the Loprits acquaint themselves with those conditions deemed optimal by their Charlene collaborators. I fear, however, that continued reliance upon my limited knowledge would risk narrowing, rather than broadening, their perspectives. Mayhap thou art better suited to lead this venture. What a marvelous idea! Why don't we begin with that great big what's-it over yonder? Ah yes, the what's-it. Shall leave its explanation to Kassandra. A great big what's-it over there, huh? Well then, what is this great big what's-it that we're going to? This thing, maybe? Oh no, do I have to explain weather control to the Loprits? It's like, oh yeah, this place controls the weather. It controls the weather? How does it do that? Oh boy. Oh boy. Goodness me, to build something so large without creation magics is positively stupendous. Perhaps you could direct our attention to its most important features? Oh, I see what they're gonna do. Okay. It's one of these little mini games. Tanks? Giant tanks that draw in water. It's not hard to see from here, but is that a golden pipe connected to the top of those tanks? I can see through that window another pipe at the bottom. Ah, it's supposed to be for purifying water drawn up from below. Observe the mushroom-like thing. Oh, wait. I had something there for a second. Whee! Ventrous ambystoma. Spot an ambystoma, an especially lively one at that. It appeared the concept you observed at another time, another place, was approved for life in the wider world, somehow. Neat. So there are other things that you can like examine, which is cool. Let's see. Observe the metallic tube. That's probably just the ambystoma again. I assume it's not that metallic tube. I can't target that. Oh, metallic tube. This thing. Is that water I hear from inside that great big tube? Must be because of those cogs, that gigantic wheel at the top. Oh, I see. That's how they draw up the water. There's probably some sort of spiral-shaped mechanism inside it, too. Oh, and this is the mushroom-shaped thing. I didn't realize I could, like, look this far over. Mushroom-like thing. I'll zoom in and double check that there isn't any other secrets. Oh, okay. Just making sure, because I didn't expect the ambystoma buzz either. So. I was like the trees in Greatest Endsvale. Hold on, that's a little bit of a strange shape. It's thin at the bottom, but big and round at the top. Quite tall for something so unbalanced, too. That makes sense. That's where they store the water. That's a weather control system. Well, if I were to hazard a guess, water drawn from underground, presumably with some other mechanism, is purified here and stored in that tower before being distributed elsewhere. I'm right, aren't I? I knew it. A design brilliant in its simplicity. I dare say it would take only a moment to install in even the harshest of environments. For us Loprits, that is. Indeed, securing a reliable source of water is of the utmost importance for any fledgling settlement. And we have read, however, that people of Ethera sometimes make their homes in arid deserts and such. How are they able to survive? Many settlements in Thanalan are built near an oasis. Areas near waterfalls are common sites for villages in Garabania. Near an oasis, near a waterfall, near a river, wherever you choose to live, you're never far from water. Oh dear, I worry we won't be able to procure the necessary amount. We can provide enough water to keep them from drying out completely, but it appears they rely on it far more than we'd anticipated. A few adjustments may be in order once we calculate the average rate of consumption per individual. It may also be worth learning about how exactly they obtain their water in the first place. Master Elfino spoke of the machinery responsible for that feat during our journey through Logisticon Alpha, did he not? Mayhap the Loprits will share his appreciation for the engineering marvel. Oh yes, that sounds absolutely splendid. We must journey beyond the sanctuary of Charlotte and Hamlet. I shall lead the way. You mean we'll have to brave the untamed wilderness? A valid concern indeed. We cannot help but notice that many dangerous-looking creatures with big, nasty teeth lurking beyond the safe confines of the settlement. We were not escorted here by burly custodians. I dread to think what would have become of us. Were we not, rather? Incredibly, to many a hungry predator with the aforementioned big, nasty teeth, Loprits may appear to be a potential and rather appetizing source of sustenance. Might I impose upon thee to assist in securing safe passage to Logisticon Alpha? For my part, I shall act as an escort to Living Way and Cooking Way, and trust Singing Way and Growing Way to thy care. I got this. A more valiant protector they could not wish for. Godspeed. Why don't we just all go together? I know, because they probably can't combine that many NPCs. It's all the same to you. I'd rather not be eaten by some horrid beastie. Come along, Growing Way, to the water extraction, Watsit. Oh, they're actually not following me, much to my surprise. Kind of figured that was like, oh, and now they're following you. Nope. I just have to, travel along without them. See, this is like what I was talking about before, where it's like, yeah, a lot of quests is just like, okay, now just, they go ahead of you, but somehow, they are, like, following you, Like, here they are. They're already ahead of me. They would have absolutely been attacked by now. But this is alright. We get the Loprits get to see us fight, so. And there's the level 91. Whoops. The wrong button. So thank you so much. I really hope this water extraction Watsa is worth these harrowing experiences. All part of the fun, some might say, but I'd rather not be burned to a crisp if it's all the same to you. Run along, little bunnies. I love these bunnies, these Loprits. I love them so much. They are fantastic creatures. They really are. Oh, I guess I was just the one. Like, I figured there'd be multiple that I'd have to go by, but nope. Usually in these kinds of quests, it's like, go scout 3 areas. But nope, it's just the one, so. Logisticon Alpha. Boy, I'm really confused about what's gonna come in these other areas, because, like, it's all been this one section. You know, we haven't even gotten to freaking Aporia yet. My friends, I bid you welcome to Logisticon Alpha. Our destination doth lie at the lift's top. Pray follow me. Better Loisen. We'll need to use this list. Yeah. Medial circuit. Whatever. My brain just did not read words there at all. And so I was just like, okay. I'm just gonna say whatever, I guess, and then move on. I guess that's that. Hey. Actually, what if I dye this the red color? Ooh, that looks really good. But also I don't know, cause like, that looks really good, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, I really kinda like that look. Marvelous, simply marvelous. This is where the magic, or science rather, takes place. Perfect environment to sustain life, artificially created. This knowledge we'll gain here will be essential when we start looking for new stars for your kind to inhabit. Apparently most of them don't even have air for you to breathe. You're all very lucky that Aetheris just so happens to provide everything you need to thrive. Or demand turn out the way they are because of the available resources, I wonder. Either way, something short of miraculous. I cannot wait to see more of it. Pants. Go ahead and equip some pants. They are seen velvet bottoms of casting. Interesting. Huh. That is a really nice outfit, I'm not gonna lie. If I dye this red. I mean, I can't look at the other piece, unfortunately. Unfortunately, I cannot look at both. Not both. Well, they're both red anyway. But that actually looks pretty good. Might have to think about it. We might lose our bathing suit after the whole series. Agriculture shock. Cooking ways eager for a change of venue, or at the very least, a change of what's it. This is all very wonderful, I'm sure. I was rather hoping to learn more about your nourishment provision facilities. In other words, where's the food? I believe both the knowledge and consumables you seek may be found at Marial Agronomics. So I imagine singing away in the others intend to study every conceivable facet of this apparatus, but thou be so kind as to escort our visiting culinarian. Yes, that sounds much more interesting. Hopefully I'll be able to see firsthand some of the delicacies Oriande was telling me about. Even his incredibly vivid, if a bit too verbose, descriptions cannot compare to sampling them myself. Not to mention Aetheris will soon be no more, so I must learn all I can while there is still time. Let us brook no further delay. Brook no further delay. That was surprisingly difficult to say. I don't know why. Medial socket. Boy, we have come back up here now. Good gravy. We are almost at the hour point. But we still got a little bit of time, so I'm not going to end things off yet, but we might be ending soon. Probably after this quest, but we'll see. This is the place, yes? The heady aroma was enough to guide me here. I spotted several of the fruit and vegetables featured in our compendium. I'd dearly love to try some. I've read that those who help themselves to farmers' crops without permission are often caught and put into pies. Perhaps you could ask whoever's in charge if they would be willing to part with a few samples? Leaking Way is now accompanying you. Awesome. Awesome. No talking spots for this quest. Sad. I like the little, stop and talk to them kind of things. But that's alright. What a fine mess this is. Ah, it's you, the one who climbed down the mine shaft. Show you around if I could, but I'm rushed off my feet preparing for the exodus. I'm not the only one. We've all got to find ways to do what we do down here, up there. First on the moon, then on whichever star the form decides will become our new home. It's all so sudden, so unreal. Don't you want to go to the moon? Well, it's better than waiting for the final days to claim us. No matter how carefully it's all planned, we'll never be able to take every variety of flora and fauna with us. Even the ones we can take may not survive in their new environment. So many species doomed to extinction. Sorry, that's not what you came to talk about, is it? Nothing quite so dire, I assure you. We merely wish to sample a little of your produce, if we may. By all means, help yourselves. Much appreciated, my good fellow. So, where to begin? 'Tis a good question. Well, we'll start over here, because I see a marker. Usually that's, where we go. Oh, I know what these are. Grapes, yes? Let's see if they're as delicious as they look. So sweet, so sour. The taste is much like a ripe philosopher's carrot, yet the texture is entirely different. The contrast between the outer skin and the fruit within is most peculiar, though far from unpleasant. Yes, I think I'll try another. Well, that's certainly giving me food for thought, though far less visceral mannered than any philosopher's carrot. But tell me, what is your opinion of grapes? I brave an erupting volcano for a choice bunch. Meh. Ghastly things. I'd rather eat rancid gigantoad eyeballs. Grapes are good. Like, what the frick, dude? I know. Some people don't think so. Yes, they are rather Moorish, aren't they? From what I've read, quite versatile, too. Something about people stepping on them to make intoxicating beverages, as I recall. Anyway, that's enough about grapes for the time being. On to the next treat. Right over here. Apples, I think. Orange by name, orange by nature. Nope, oranges. What came first, the fruit or the color? Who cares? Let's eat! Have you ever wondered why oranges are called oranges? Yes, that's... Equal parts sweet and sour as with the grapes, yet nothing alike. May have to consult Urianjay about expanding my vocabulary. Simply cannot find the words to describe it. Perhaps what I'm looking for is bitter. This is all very complicated, So many flavors, so many choices, and each individual with their own personal preferences. Now I see why you all turned your noses up at the idea of eating nothing but carrots. Marvelous though they still are in my estimation, and no one say I said otherwise. But speaking of carrots, I've yet to sample any of the vegetables. Let's see what's in that field over there. I do kind of like this outfit, not gonna lie. But make it red, this, like, I might have to actually use this outfit. And the color, that texture. Are they some sort of enormous round carrots? No? In any case, proper nomenclature is less of a concern than the taste. I'm surprised they didn't ask for my opinion on the oranges, though. Blech! It's so hard and flavorless. May as well be chewing a piece of wood. That all but confirms it. These are nothing more than misbegotten failures masquerading as goodly carrots. Stop. Can't you see those are pumpkins? And no one with any sense would try eating them raw. You're supposed to cook them first. Do you not find it an awful bother? Far from it. Cooking is a joy unto itself. What's more, broadens the range of ingredients so we may safely eat. But above all else, cooking allows us to draw out the full potential of our produce. Pumpkin stew has been one of my favorite dishes for as long as I can remember. Then perhaps even these hard blocks of plant matter can become as delicious as the orange I sampled. I wonder though, if there's anything even more delicious. How about that yellow fruit over yonder? Banana? It's the only yellow fruit I immediately know of, so... Oh, lemons? Lemons. Oh no! Cooking way. Oh no, cooking way. What a wondrous fragrance. With luck it'll have a flavor to match. As I have no idea how these are eaten, I'll just bite into it. Oh no. My tongue is this poison. It's called a lemon. It's very, very sour. It's supposed to be like that. A lemon? You mean it's supposed to be like this? Taste like this? How can something so similar to an orange be so revolting? Ugh. It may be some time before my palate recovers from this ordeal. As such, I had best call an end to this round of sampling. Let's say our farewells and return to the others. Yep, I saw that coming. As soon as I realized it was lemons, I went, oh no. Finished, have you? I trust you found something to your liking. I'm rather enamored with the grapes and oranges. Less so the pumpkin, though I learned the hard way they're not to be eaten raw. Then there was the lemon, the deceiver. I still feel so violated. First time, was it? I'd hate for you to leave with a bad taste in your mouth. In more ways than one. So I'll give you this lemon muffin I baked. If this doesn't change your opinion, nothing will. More lemon? Have I not suffered enough? Nevertheless, it would be remiss for me to spurn this opportunity of... Oof! A bit of steak came up there. Learn more of your inscrutable ways. Very well, lemon muffin. Do your worst. Lemon muffin. There you go. Lemon muffin. Oh, lemon cake, lemon muffin. Oh, it's so good, dude. This is delicious. Although I still detect a hint of lemon, it complements the sweetness of the dough to create a perfect harmony. I never would have guessed this vile bitterness could be utilized so elegantly. My good chap, this is simply breathtaking. See? We rarely use lemon in its natural state, but it has a starring role in all sorts of recipes, and the same is true for many other ingredients. It comes down to making the most of the resources at our disposal, and sometimes that can even be the difference between life and death. I know we won't be able to take every species with us. No doubt the forum agonized over what was worth preserving, and what will be consigned to history. Hard choices. To make them, we must if we're to survive. Such strength of will. Now I know what Heidelin sees in your kind. Mankind, the Loprits, were both born from the accumulated knowledge of the ancients. They learned all there is to learn about the nature of sentient life and the fates of the stars themselves. Once a civilization has fulfilled the basic requirements for survival, it will inevitably seek to eliminate all forms of negativity and achieve perfection. And therein lies its folly and its downfall. For perfection is an unattainable ideal. 'Tis the paradox of the immaculate carrot. Yet civilizations since time immemorial have deemed the pursuit of perfection as progress. They pay no heed to the costs incurred in their futile quests, and all too often become the architects of their own demise, their dreams forever unfulfilled. What then is the alternative? The answer lies in knowing that our existence can never be perfect, to be content with what we have, and make the most of it. Wow. Oh my god. This freaking game is getting so existential, and I love it. When life gives you lemons, make lemon muffins. Pardon my Orzian, but what the seven hells are you on about? And who are you anyway? Kicking away at your service. I'm here to help prepare for the trip to the moon. Oh. And once you get there, you'll be able to try my carrots. I've been growing all different kinds. Don't worry, there'll be room for your crops too. We'll work together to preserve as many of Aetheris' species as possible, if you're up to the challenge. Yes, of course. I look forward to it. Well, this has all been highly productive. Probably. Let's go and see if Ariandre and the others have run out of machinery to inspect, shall we? Sure. Farewell. Gosh, though, man. It's so true, though. And that's the scary part. Like, it's so true. You know? Like, we struggle and struggle trying as hard as we can to reach this, like, perfection, you know? But really, like, is there really, like, can there ever be perfection? Also, I know I'm totally going the wrong way. I wanted to see if I could get up here to the outer circuit, into this Fredic conduit, and see if the ether current that I, like, missed, might be up there as well. Because I am missing just one. Like, right here, I am missing one. So, I want to see if I can, like, go there. See if that might be, you know, the one I'm missing. And unfortunately, the easiest way there just seems to be going through the Archaean and heading on over in that direction. So I'm probably going to have to go ahead and pause here. I mean, I guess I could just continue what I was saying, which is just like that's the thing. 'Cause like, I grew up and still live with a, you know, highly religious family. One that's like, when we die, we'll get to heaven and everything there will be perfection. I'm just like, okay, but have you considered, you know, like, the world? You know, it's like, and I've had this discussion with them before. I'm like, how is it possible that perfection can be had, you know? If we all have different personalities, if we all have different likes, you know, if in everything we do, you know, there is difference. It says that it is to the south from here, which means that it might be not this way. Still gonna go over here for the exploration, but yeah, it might not have anything to do with over here. But it's like, you know, let's assume, you know, that, you know, any of the religions in existence are true, and, you know, after death there is this perfect, you know, world and everything. Like, how does it get sustained? You know, how does it remain perfect, immaculate? You know? Because I guarantee you that what I like is not going to be what another person likes. You know? I guarantee you that, you know, my personality is going to butt heads with somebody else's personality, you know, and like I've talked, you know, to family and everything about this. I'm going, let me ask the big question here, you know. You say that there is this like perfect state, you know, perfect place, you know, but like, how? You know, how can it just be that way? You know, how will everybody make the right choices, you know? If I want something and you want something and we're both wanting different things, then how do we come up with, how do we create the right option, you know? If the answer is, you know, or like trying to word here and it's not working, but like how is it that when we get to this, you know, afterlife, this other place, you know, how is it possible that we're never gonna fight? How is it that we can just make the right choices all the time? And unfortunately, when this question is brought up to, at least to my family, the closest answer I have been able to get is literally, it'll just happen. I'm like, that's not an answer. How does it happen? Well, we'll just know. Okay, but how do we know? Well, we can't understand it. It's a perfect state after all. You realize that the only way that a perfect state could exist is when there is no free will. You know, I'm not very good at speaking sometimes, but like, which is hilarious because of the fact that for, you know, a while, I believed I was meant to be a public speaker. It was terrible. I'm a good writer, not a good speaker at all. I think I tried. Echo, stop. I hate that thing so much. But like, it's just like, how do you say like everything just will be perfect, right? Southwest. See, like, that makes me think that it's over here. Plus, maybe it's like, is there an entrance to that building just like there's an entrance to the other one? Maybe? Maybe I just didn't see an entrance. Clearly I'm missing one. You know? I don't know. Like, can I go in any of these doors? Not these ones. Maybe that one? Nope. That one even has a sign on it to block you off. So, oh well, I guess this isn't that building anyway. Though it kind of is. This is like as close to the building as I can get. I am very confused by this. I do not know where this ether current could possibly be at. I mean, it claims it's in this direction. I mean, it says it's to the southwest of here, which is like there somewhere. So I'm very confused. You know? But like, I don't know. It's just how, you know? How does a perfect anything exist? Nope, I remember I did try to go through that. There's something down this way, I just realized. Completely didn't even realize that I could go this way. Where does it say from here? 182 to the southeast. See, like that makes me think it's in there somewhere. I'm so confused. Is there not one up here? Because I swear it says that I'm missing one. Maybe they're just not in that, like, order? There are still 3 left, and there is quite a bit of area. I don't know. I might have to just look it up. But yeah, it's just... like they said, you know, we have this desire and this strive to seek towards perfection. But like, it's just not possible. You know? Like, a world of all joy is void of joy because there is no sorrow to make the joy seem, you know, good. You know, worthwhile. Hey, I managed to land up here, actually. I was like, I wonder if I can land up there. I'm surprised there's nothing up here in that case. Just waiting for you to, like, do that parkour. So, I guess it's just down, I guess I just haven't missed any. There's just one down there somewhere. I don't know. I might just have to look and see where they're at and then see if I've gotten, you know, see if there's any that I can be like, oh, I think I missed that one, you know. So, but right now it looks like it's all pointing down towards the inner circuit, so methinks there's nothing else up here to find. So this was a waste of time, but also not exactly a waste of time because, you know, I did explore. So I wonder if I can get, I wonder if I can go that way right now. I just want to go check. Before we end off this episode, I'm gonna go this way and see if I can find this ether current that's supposedly here. So I'm sure the quest will take me this way at some point, but just this one ether current is bothering me so much. Like, it's ridiculous. So, that said though, I guess this is a pretty good place to end things off at. There's the ether current. So I do hope you have enjoyed. If you did, feel free to subscribe. Check the video description down below for a link to Discord and Patreon. You can come chat and hang out and support the channel and, you know, that sort of stuff. I never know what to say. Like, I feel like I should know an outro by now, but I seem to get it constantly wrong. Okay, well, I mean, that claims that that's where that is, so. It's not the one I'm supposedly missing, which is this one. I don't know. Unless that one's like... Because there's one more that's, you know, 300 to the west. But, like, so then where is the last one that I'm, like, supposedly missing? I don't understand. I don't know. Maybe they're not in any kind of order. You'd think I would understand it by now, how the system works, but I don't. In either case, oh yeah, there should be a playlist. So you can check that if you want to see any other episodes. Swear I don't usually spend 20 minutes past the hour mark wandering around looking for an ether current. That was just poor timing on my, you know. I was like, oh, I'll just pause here, and then I didn't because I was like, well, I have a topic, so why don't I just talk about the topic? Sure, it won't take us long, and then I ended up going everywhere. So, but yeah, I'm going to head on back to Logistics Alpha, and next episode we will come back, or Logisticon Alpha. Come back, we'll talk to Urianger and continue along the story. So, with that, I'll see you all next time. See you later.